Alright, what's up, folks? Rich Van Tassel giving you the Sunday night recap. Cowboys 26-20 over the Buccaneers. Cowboys moved to 12-2, 6-1 at home. Tampa Bay drops to 8-6. Cowboys still have not clinched the division because the Giants won today. However, once the Cowboys, I shouldn't say once, should the Cowboys clinch, they will be the top overall seed. They can't be caught in that regard. Only the Giants can catch them, and they're in their division, so no other team outside the division can catch the Cowboys for that top spot. For the Buccaneers, Jameis Winston, 17 of 35, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Apart from a third quarter where he went up and down the field, Jameis Winston was quite pedestrian in this game. Doug Martin, 16 carries, 42 yards, 2.6 yards per rush average. The team altogether was 20 of 52, which is 2.6. Cameron Brate, top receiver, 5 for 73, 1 touchdown. Mike Evans, 4 for 59. Adam Humphries, 2 for 49, 1 touchdown. Levante David, Leonard Webster, both recovered fumbles. Jameis Winston fumbled twice, lost one of them. The team had 3 sacks. Silver Siglia had 1. Javion Elliott had another. Levante David had 1. No interceptions. Roberto Aguayo, 2 for 2 in his field goal attempts. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, very good today, 32 of 36, 279 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott, 23 carries, 159 yards, 6.9 yards per rush, 1 touchdown. Dak Prescott, 4 for 20, 5 yards per rush, a touchdown. The team, 32 of 85, or 185, 5.8 yards per rush, and 2 touchdowns, and that included 2 carries for -4 yards by Lucky Whitehead. Des Bryant, 8 receptions, 82 yards. Jason Witten, 10 for 51. Cole Beasley, 4 for 48. Terrence Williams, 3 for 30. Ronald Leary, Malik Collins both recovered fumbles. Jason Witten lost the fumble. Ezekiel Elliott fumbled. It was not lost. David Irving was impressive in this game with 2 sacks. Of the Cowboys' 4, they usually don't get many sacks. They don't get many interceptions either. They had 3 in this game. Jeff Heath, Byron Jones, Orlando Scandrick clinched the game. Byron Jones came at the end of the half on a Hail Mary, so nothing really notable as far as the takeaway there. Dan Bailey, 4 for 6 in his field goals. Cowboys were sharp offensively for the most part, but they still had too many just bad penalties, which, they have to take care of. Altogether, though, the time of possession in this game, let me get that up, had to be heavily in favor of the Cowboys. Yeah, 36, just over 36 to just under 24, both ways. The Cowboys in favor of that. The penalties, the Cowboys had a lot of yards. They let Tampa Bay have a nice third quarter. It was just an interesting game in that regard. Cowboys finally got some takeaways, finally got some interceptions. They could have had another one where Brandon Carr had it on his hands and dropped it into the end zone, but altogether the offense, we got right against a pretty good Tampa Bay defense, but there's still some things they got to correct, some sloppiness. As for the Buccaneers, Jameis Winston, this was a big-time game for them, and like I said, he had a good second quarter, but he was not good in this game, and he's got to be better than that. Some of the interceptions, like I said, the Byron Jones one, and then the one at the end of the game, you're really forcing the issue. So you take that with a grain of salt. I'd say more 1.5, but just not good. He had a fumble, of course. The offensive line was not getting too much pressure, so let's see what happens. Cowboys, it's really going to be tough for the Giants to catch the Cowboys. If they win one of their 2 games, the Cowboys or the Giants lose one of their final 2, they'll have it, but it's not clinched yet, so we'll see what happens moving forward. Alright, so that's it for the Sunday night recap. Be sure to stay tuned tomorrow for the preview of the Monday night game between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. We will see you for that. Have a good night, folks, and enjoy what little is left of your weekend. Take it easy.